Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. To open fully or close it. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Fully open, let's see. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram, Hare Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Ram Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Say. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We offer our most humble obeisances unto Vasudev, the son of Vasudev. Well, today, Sunday, the talks are usually in English. And also, I'm not in India. I'm overseas, so That's another reason for me to talk in English. For you, those who need assistance, you could refer to, I suppose, I hope, the transcription in Hindi, translation in Hindi is made available in the Zoom temple or on the screen here for the chat. The occasion of Gita Jayanti is getting closer and closer. Gita Jayanti Mahotsava ki. So we want to talk about Parthasarthi, the chariot driver of Arjuna. And today we want to talk about Sachidananda Rupaya. We want to talk about the Rup, the form of the Lord. There's a lot of people God doesn't exist. That is where they begin. Or if he does exist, he doesn't have a form. But here we are talking about Gita Jayanti. Gita was born from the Lord, from Krishna. And even Gita Mahatmya says that Ya Swayam Padmanabhasya Mukha Padmat Vinisritaha. Lord, Lord spoke. Well, throughout Bhagavad Gita, you will come across Sri Bhagavanu Vacha, Sri Bhagavanu Vacha. Bhagavan said, or Bhagavad Gita emanated from the mouth of the Lord. Swayam Padmanabhasya Mukha Padmat Vinisritaha. So, Lord has a mouth which is speaking. Bhagavad Gita. What are you talking about? The Lord doesn't have a form. It also says Padmanabha. He also has a nabhi, he has a navel. And we just said a minute ago, he is a Parthasarthi, he is a chariot driver. In order to drive the chariot, he must have hands also. He must be seeing the scene. Hari Hari. The Lord very much has a form. Of course, a lot of people would like to say, oh, this Mahabharata, this is a mythology. Hari Hari. The whole war is myth, mythology. Then when Mahatma Gandhi would like to make a claim that Lord really did not reach Kurukshetra, he did not speak Bhagavad Gita. Oh, what a foolishness. While talking, speaking Bhagavad Gita, Lord is saying, Sudurdarsham idam rupam, drashtavanasi yan mama. Hey Arjun, drashtavan asi, you are seeing me, who's standing right in front of you. And that me, myself, my form, Sudurdarsham, is very rare to have a darshan of myself. Devaha piyasya rupasya nityam darshana kangshinaha. And demigods are always anxious to take a darshan of my form. As I was about to appear in the prison house of Kamsa, all the demigods had made their appearance. And while I was still in the womb of my mother, Devaki, all those demigods were offering prayers. Garbhastuti is a very famous stuti in Bhagavatam. The prayers offered by demigods. And it is said there's so many demigods, of course. All of them were present. And they're trying to park their vehicles as close as possible, close to the window, so that as soon as Lord makes his appearance, aham purvam, I would be the first one to have darshan of the Lord. So, of course, and then Arjuna says, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan. He is seeing, of course, he is seeing Lord face to face, standing right in front of him. And says, you are Para Brahma, you are Param Dhama, you are Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan, Adi Devam, you are original Deva, Adi Deva, Ajam, you never take birth, you're eternal. The form that I'm seeing right in front of me, this doesn't really take birth, Ajam. So in these words, Arjuna is acknowledging the presence of the Lord and glorifying the Lord who's standing right in front of him. The same Lord has Krishna, Manmana Bhava Mada Bhakto Madhyazimam Namaskuru. Well, among so many other statements, he has said, Manmana, remember me. But if he has no form, how are you going to remember him? If God doesn't exist, is non-existent, could he remember something that does not exist? And in order to remember, he must have a form also, name, form, qualities, pastimes, his abode. All these things are to be remembered.
And they all begin with the form of the Lord. No form, then no lila, no activity. No activity meant no associates. You deal with, you act, you reciprocate with others. So the form implies associates. An activity is performed in some particular location. The abode is there. Well, Lord said, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. The 9th chapter, text number 26, Lord has instructed, advised that you, Arjun, you or all others, my devotees, they will offer me Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam with devotion. Tadasnami, and Lord says, I eat. I accept this offering offered with love and devotion. I eat, Lord says, I eat, I honor. So again, he's a person and he has a, well, mouth, and mouthful after mouthful, he eats whatever you are offering with devotion. Hari Hari. And Manmana Bhomad Bhakto, become my devotee. Well, I exist. I have a form also, and then devotees do Mamekam Sharanam Vrajas. They surrender unto me. They make offerings of different articles unto me, and that is how they express their Manmana Bhava Madhbhakto, bhakti or devotion unto me. Of course, his Manmana Bhava Madhbhakto Madhyaji. Madhyaji means offer, make offering, or offer arati, or offer different items, foods, patram, pushpam. This is whole Vigraha Aradhana that Lord is talking about. Manmana Bhava Madhbhakta Madhyaji. Worship me. And Mam Namaskuru. Offer me your obeisances. Well, if he had no form, how are you going to offer, or unto whom are you going to offer your obeisances? Are you going to offer obeisances to the sky, or the directions around you, or again, if Lord says, offer me your pranam, namaskar, obeisances, I have a form, and you could offer me your obeisances. Well, I was thinking, Lord had one point. Arjuna was explained by the Lord in the 10th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Oh, this is my opulence. Shashi Suryayo Prabhasmi, the light in the sun and the moon, that is myself, and on and on and on. Lord is expanding the list of his opulences. Sthavarana Himalaya, amongst the immovable bodies or forms. I am Himalaya, and of all the sacred rivers, I am Ganga, and list goes on. The Lord not only gave the whole explanation of all the opulences, his own opulences, but then he proved, he gave evidence. How? He showed the whole Virat Roop to Arjuna, and he was seeing all those opulences in that Vishwaroop, Virat Roop. That was quite a scary scene for Arjuna to look at. He couldn't appreciate that form of the Lord, Vishwaroop of the Lord. And if he was to offer obeisances, how he is everywhere, and he is this, and he is that, and is light in the sun, light in the moon. Or if you wanted to offer a garland, Prabhupada says, could Arjuna or anybody offer garland to the Vishwaroop? And what would be the size of the garland? Huh? So, in fact, Arjuna had requested the Lord, please wind up this. Wind up this show or the exhibition of your opulences. Get me some water. Then Lord took the form, four-handed form. And still, Arjuna was not fully satisfied. And Arjuna had requested, my dear Lord, please assume your normal form or two-handed form. And when finally Lord assumed the original two-handed form, then Arjuna was settled, sthitosmi, and satisfied. And that is when, in fact, towards the end of the 11th chapter, Krishna has said, idam rupam, drashtavanasi yanmama. Now the form that you are seeing, this is a very rare, very beautiful, and whatnot. The qualities and the glories of this form. And even demigods are always anxious. Sorry. To see this form. So the form of the Lord, well, the Shastras have provided great many details of that form, features of that form. Then what to speak of the beauty of that form or strength of that form. Aishvaryasya samagrasya Viryasya yashashaha sriya jnana vairagya shaiva. Iti shad, eating. So 6 opulences of that form are also, that is what he becomes Bhagavan, Bhag, Aishwarya, opulence. So famous 6 opulences, and amongst them is again the beauty, Saundarya of the Lord is opulence of the Lord. So scriptures are providing us, well, I was going to say information about the form of the Lord, but this information does the transformation. As you gather or hear this information, that transforms you, makes you God conscious, makes you Krishna conscious. The Shastras, Sadhus, Shastras, Acharyas have said so much about that form of the Lord in a great detail. Here is one detail that I would like to share with you. The Shastras, scriptures declare that there are 32 features of the great personalities, or especially the Supreme Personality of Godhead. His form has 32 features, aspects. Really. And well, let me say that in advance. And these details are as it is, as they are. No imaginary item is added. There is no exaggeration or imagination, speculation while presenting this list of 32 different features of the personality or form of the Lord. Negrodha Mandal, technically Negrodha Mandal. So they are. There's a scripture called Samudrik. That's the name. There's Pancha Dirgha, Pancha Sukshma, Sapta Raktaha, Shad Unnataha, Tri Rasva, Prithu Gambhiro. And that's the 32 different items or features of the Lord. So what are they? Well, I already said that. Lord has asked us to remember Him. He's expecting that we remember Him. Okay, then you remember my form also. Remember how I look like. So if we know how He looks like, what are the different features of His form, different aspects of the form, if we know, then then we could remember them. Do you remember my friend? If I ask you, do you remember my friend? Then you would immediately ask me, which friend are you talking about? How does he look like? That would be one of the questions that you would, how does he look like? Or where does he stay? What does he do? What is his address? So that applies to the Lord also. If you want to remember the Lord, then you have to know the different features of the form, or how does the form look like. Of course, you have to know his activities, leelas. You also have to know his associates. You also have to know places of his pastime. You also have to know his qualities. And like that, then it's damn easy to remember. Then you could remember. Oh, now I remember. So this list is really getting into minute details of the form of Lord, form of Sri Krishna. The 7 places or 7 parts of Lord's body are reddish in complexion. Raktaha, sapta raktaha. Lord's eyes, or the corners of the eyes, especially as you take darshan of Jagannath, around his eyes, the reddish tinge, which is also expression of karuna, karunya of the Lord. So that's major reddish form or aspect of the Lord. The reddish eyes are reddish tinged at the corners of the eyes. Then Lord's lips are reddish. And then people or ladies like to imitate the Lord and they go for the lipstick, reddish lipstick. Well, soon we are going to be talking about 7 parts are lotus-like. The Lord's eyes are lotus, reaching karna pariyantam. They reach, Lord's eyes reach, extended, they're stretched up to very close to the ears. And here you go again with the makeup and the kajal and this, that. And ladies who are, they may have a markata lochana. Their eyes may be just like a monkey's eyes, but they like to extend those eyes with the makeup, etc. So it is a pure imitation of the Lord. Well, that's another topic, in fact, how we imitate. Lord does his rasa dance all night long. And such dances are very famous in the Western world. The ball dance, well, I don't know, whatever they call it. All night long, men and women mixing and mingling happens, and they are dancing. It's yet another imitation of the Lord. And on. That's another talk or topic, imitation of the Lord. So lips are reddish, Lord's tongue is reddish, Lord's palate is reddish. Take note of this. Lord's nails, fingernails are reddish, and Lord's toenails are reddish. So these are 7 parts of the form of the Lord are having rakta, reddish complexion. 6 parts are raised, unnata, unnata. What are they? The chest of the Lord, chest of the Lord, shoulders of the Lord, nails of the Lord, raised nose. This is a raised nose. When the bride is nakti, then they don't prefer. Lot of times the bride is rejected because her nose is not raised, and instead it is lowered or suppressed. But Lord's nose is raised. Lord's waist is also raised, and Lord's mouth is also raised. In fact, Lord's waist is also thin. That's another aspect. Lord's waist is thin, and Lord's hips are massive or large. There are broad limbs, 3 broad limbs. West is another. He is also in this list. Elevated limbs, broad limbs also gets the west comer in the list. Broad west, forehead is broad of the Lord. Forehead. The chest is broad chest. Then we move to the raswar, short neck, short limbs. Neck is short. Lord's neck is short. No, it's not like a camel, which is very ugly. Lord's neck is short. Lord's thighs are short, and Lord's genitals are short. Three parts of the Lord are very deep. There's a depth in 3 parts of the Lord. 3 parts of the form of the Lord. What are the voice? The voice of the Lord is very deep. Mega gambhiraya vacha. Always the voice of the Lord is compared with the thundering of the clouds. The thunder of the clouds reaches far and wide without help of any microphone system or loudspeaker is not used to broadcast the thundering of the clouds. So like that, Mega Gambhiraya Vacha, when Lord speaks, it's a deep voice, and when spoken, It reaches far and wide. It could also reach all over the universe. Mm. Lord's flute also sound could also reach all over Brahmanda. Huh? Or when Narasimha roared, then it reached all the upper planetary systems, lower planetary system, middle, everywhere. And the whole world, even demigods were trembling by hearing the thundering sound, the voice of Narasimha. So this is a speciality of the Lord's form, or the voice of Lord's form. Lord's, his intelligence is also deep. Something else says in this list, but Prabhupada mentions in Nectar of Devotion, his intelligence is very deep intelligence, not shallow like ours, deep. Like one person who wrote a review, Bhagavad Gita review, Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita as it is review. He said, he's a Western scholar, he said, oh, this sounds like this Gita was spoken by someone with a deep intelligence, deep, matured, old, and deep intelligence. And navel, Nabhi, is also very deep. And from there, in fact, the whole, it sprouts, Kamal sprouts, and Brahma is born, and the whole thing. The source of whole existence is a Nabhi, navel of the Lord, and it is very deep. It's like a big lake or ocean there. Huh? Like an ocean is deep, the navel of the Lord is deep. Okay, then long. 5 features of the Lord's form are long. What are they? Again, nose is getting once more in the list. Nose is long. Lord's arms are long. That's why we say ajanu lambita bhujo kanakavadato. Arms are long. Eyes are, especially they are like a blooming lotus. They are the lotus, sprouting lotus. They are large and extended up to the ears, almost reaching or touching the eyes. Well, I'm not giving explanations, but this is as Lord tries to see Radharani or his devotees, his Radha, and his eyes are really, he opens his eyes widely, opens to grasp all that beauty of Radha, personality of Radha, as if he wants to drink that beauty of Radha and his devotees. His eyes are open for that reason. And the same thing applies to Radha's eyes also, because she wants to see the form, appreciate the beauty of the form of the Lord, and so she opens her eyes and drinks the form of the Lord. Some places it is said, well, described, that because Radharani cannot meet the Lord publicly, so she drinks the form of the Lord, as if she drinks the whole Lord's form, and by opening the windows, eyes are the windows, and then brings that form to the heart, and then she's meeting him in the heart. They're embracing or whatever, because this is a private, secluded location. There's no one around in the heart, but in case of Radha, just her, Radha and Krishna. So, so that is one time. The eyes are really widely opened and takes Krishna in and meets Krishna in the heart. So this way is one reason why Radha's and Krishna's eyes are widely opened. And the thighs are also long. One place it said short and another place says long for some reason. And then 5 parts or aspects of the Lord are very fine, sukshma, komal, the skin of the Lord. Not like a buffalo skin. I don't know whether you know, the buffalo's skin is so rough. So many others also. So it's very fine skin. Hair on the head, all the hair, including head, are very, very fine hair. Hair on the head, hairs on the body. The teeth are very fine teeth. They're like a gentle, little reddish tinged teeth. Whitish with a reddish tinge. When Lord is slightly smiling, his lips get opened, as a result, his teeth become visible, and that darshan of the Lord, while he is slightly smiling, or even the reddish tinge of the lips, the rays or radiance of the lips falls on the teeth, and there's a reflection from the teeth. So the whole darshan is very charming while Lord is smiling. And the fingers are also very fine. So like that, quite a exceptional description or of the detailed description of the form of the Lord is given here. It exists and it is described as it is. And it's all available for those who would like to know or understand, so that could be helpful for remembering the Lord. Yeah, I would just add one more item before we close, and that is on the Charan Kamal, on the lotus feet of the Lord. And there are two, right? Left and right feet. And the soles, panja of the Lord. There are different marks, there are different signs, different chinhas, chinhankit, soles of the feet. So this is really getting into greater details of the form and feature of the Lord. So in the right foot, there are different 11 marks on the soles of Lord's right foot. And on the left foot, there are 8 marks. Chinhanke, chinnas. Yeah, right has more. That's 11. This is how I remember. Yeah, in order to remember which one has 11 or more, which one has less, there's 8 number. So right foot is more important. Right is more important. So it has 11. Another foot has 8 different marks. The flags and lotus and thunderbolt and gold and barley corn and swastika and astakon and umbrella, chakra, wheel. This is on the, these are 11. I think I said 11 different marks on the right foot. And the sky, this is left foot, sky, trikone. Astakon is in right foot and trikone, triangle is on the left foot. 4 pots, bartan, crescent moon, Chandra, fish, mean, conch, shankha, and few others are the marks on the 8th foot of the Lord. And surprising thing, well, is the description of each of these 11 marks, the right foot, 8 marks on the soles of Lord's left foot. There's a description of each one of them. And these are not just some painted marks. But they're part of the body of the Lord. They're a integral part of the form of the Lord. They could never be erased or washed off. They are there. And not only that, they are very, very active. Each of this mark is very active, very busy. When we offer or when we remember the lotus feet of the Lord, we worship the lotus feet of the Lord. We all the time we deal with the lotus feet, right? Lotus feet of the Lord. Lotus feet of the Lord. Render services at the lotus feet of the Lord. Then all these different marks, they they reciprocate with the worshipper, the devotee. They offer different kinds of blessings and benedictions to those who are offering obeisances to the lotus feet, serving the lotus feet. The chakra, right? Chakra, Sudarshan chakra in one of the foot of the Lord. So as you offer your obeisances, then that chakra will get active, and any troubling items, something that is making your life difficult, Lord, that chakra becomes active and does vinashaya cha duskritam. You take that chakra will take action. Or as you offer your obeisances, then the conch shell is there, one of the chinhas, one of the marks. So that becomes active, and conch shell is blown, and even your glories are spread. Your glories are spread all around, and like that. Each of these the chinhas or the marks, they do something different things for you, the worshipper of those lotus feet of the Lord. Hari Hari. Because the better to know. Well, this is just but little information, just few drops of from the ocean of information or knowledge about the form of the Lord that we shared with you. There's much more, or more details are also there. So please take interest in the form of the Lord and try to read more, hear more and more and more about the form of the Lord. And then remember, then meditate upon those different aspects of the form of the Lord, and it will be of great benefit. And while chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, this is of a great value and importance that we know. And then you could make a, yeah, I know the Lord, I know the Lord, I know. So this is part of knowing the Lord and eventually realizing Bhagavad Sakshatkar, Atma Bhagavad Sakshatkar. So this is part of the science of Krishna realization. This is part of Tattva Vidnyan. Bhagavad Tattva Vidnyan. Yes, it's a technical name. So, so please never be tired of reading, hearing, and remembering, and then sharing with others. And this is how Krishna consciousness spreads around. And especially as Gita Jayanti is getting closer and closer, we have to try to get closer and closer to the Lord. And that happens by hearing more and more. Shravanam Kirtanam, Vishnaho Smaranam. And also to help others to remember and realize the Lord, their love for the Lord. Please distribute Krishna's Krishna-Arjuna dialogue. Share that with others in the form of Bhagavad Gita as it is. This is Gita Jayanti marathon time. And if you could do such a thing, that would be a glorious thing to do. And you would become very, very dear to the Lord. You want to be dear to the Lord? Anyone here interested in becoming dear to the Lord? Yeah, some are showing the hands. Or maybe they're doing bye. So please distribute books, distribute Bhagavad Gita, which has some of the knowledge that we have just now been sharing with you. And there's much more in Bhagavad Gita as it is. So be generous and distribute Bhagavad Gita in far and wide and big numbers. Okay, I'm in Burma right now, Brahmadesh, Myanmar. I have come here for a big Jagannath temple opening. This is going to happen in a few days' time. So I'm also going to encourage devotees here to increase book distribution, increase Bhagavad Gita distribution. And in fact, I'm coming back on the Gita Jayanti day, back to India, back to Delhi, Noida, on the 1st of December, as you know. 1st of December is Gita Jayanti day. So anyway, we'll be in touch. All the members of this Zoom temple, we meet daily. We chant and talk about Krishna. Okay. So thank you for your attention and understanding. Hare Krishna.